Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about an interesting idea to get the most out of your Adex arc when combining it with your Bells of Steel Mark Wildman Edition competition adjustable kettlebell. The Adex arc is halfway between a heavy club and a mace. And it saves you a ton of money because it is an adjustable weight system. So people can start with a lightweight, just a handle in the 5-pound range, and they can add 1.25 pounds to the system so that they can work on the most important movements that humans do. The movements that separate humans from everything else on the planet are the way our shoulder moves and humans' ability to use levers. The way our shoulder moves, the way our hand works, allows humans to do things like throw things, which separates us from everything on the planet. And it allows us to use levers as tools. Tools, axes, shovels, hammers have built civilization for all of human history, and they will continue to be used for the rest of human history. Because it has the adjustable weights, it allows people to treat weight swinging like they would progressive weight training, like Olympic lifting. Normally, maces and clubs are fixed weight, and you have to buy a new piece of equipment for each weight that you want to have. That takes a lot of money, and it takes up a lot of space. So the Adex system saves people a lot of money, and anytime you work with any type of club, mace, or arc program, you will build the most important movements that humans do. Restoring human movement tends to get people out of pain, drastically improve their functionality for absolutely everything that they do in life. The Adex system starts and it goes up to about 30 pounds. When you add in the overweight sleeve system, you can get it up into the 50-pound range. 50 pounds is super heavy for the majority of people. Pushing any type of weight swinging into that level of weight will build a large amount of muscle and athleticism in a short period of time. But we can push above that. The Wildman adjustable kettlebell is a similar idea. It is a competition kettlebell, competition being the ideal shape for kettlebells so that people can line up the best, so that they can learn to endure the longest. Humans are endurance monsters. These items focus on the most important things that humans do. When you get a competition adjustable kettlebell, you end up with a bunch of weights inside the unit. And you can change anywhere from 12K to 32K. If you get one of these from a company that's not Bells of Steel, that's not the Mark Wildman one, you'll get 19 weights by having adjustable weight plates. When you get the Wildman version, you'll get additional weight plates, which moves you from 19 weights up to 41 weights. Think you're replacing 41 kettlebells with one piece of equipment. And you're going 12, 12 and a half, 13, all the way up to 32, which means that anybody can use the bell, and it's a foolproof system for people to continue to train for their entire life. The whole idea behind all of this stuff is do the most important things and make it as economical as possible. In an effort to make the arc heavier and heavier and heavier so that you can focus on 360 training, one of the most important movements that humans do, this base movement pattern, we have taken the weight plates from inside the adjustable kettlebell and we're putting them on the arc system. What we have on there now is a 4K, a 3K, and a 3K. That's 10K. That's 23.2 pounds, I think. Did I do that math right? Probably not. And because of the way that the arc is designed with this long spindle, the weights are extremely secure. We have now made an adjustable weight system that is like a heavy club, but which is using these other plates that people may already possess from their adjustable kettlebells. This is still the right length where it is not crushing our toes. We can do all of our basic training with it if you have good technique. Because this is wider than the normal mace weights, you do have to have better technique to pull this off. But each one of these competition adjustable kettlebells has a 12K shell, which means it has 20K of weights that can go in it. And with the Wildman plates, we have a half K or 1.1 pounds. and 1K or 2.2 pounds that can also be used in the adjustment of this system. Because of the length of the spindle of the Adex arc system, we can stack a ton of weight on here, and I think we can get this arc well over 100 pounds. If you have 2 competition adjustable kettlebells, that means you have 20K of plates from each bell. That means you have 40K of plates. 40K is 88 pounds. 88 pounds plus the weight of the handle plus the weight of the central spindle is another 7 pounds. That puts you at 97 pounds. If you were to add onto that the normal Adex sleeve system, which you can, because it can fit down over the arc handle and still give you plenty of handle, then you're pushing 88 pounds plus 15 pounds is 103 pounds, plus handle plus spindle is pushing you into 110 pounds. I'm not gonna try and shove all of that weight on there today because the max load I have ever done is 70 pounds, but 70 pounds is becoming more and more doable. So we'd like to try to push towards at least the 80-pound mark, and I would like to push towards the 100-pound mark. Let's take 6 2K plates, that's 26 pounds-ish, plus weight sleeve 15, plus 2 5s, gives us 25. These together gives us over 50 pounds, plus this, which is about 7. Let's throw a 1K on there. That puts us at 13K. Let's throw that half on there because it's a pound. This should put us in the 60-ish pound range, and all of these things will work together. Ugh. This should put us in the 60-pound range for the arc. That'll do it. Every time you use a system like this, the center of balance is slightly different when you jump from one piece of equipment to the other. The center of mass of this big club is much closer to your hands than it is on the arc. The weight is way more focused further out. So a lighter weight seems heavier. I'm going to stick with that as a starting weight. And then I'm going to add a half a K or 1K each time. So next time I need to take away the half K, the 1K plate, put on a 2, and that will give me a half K jump up. And I'm gonna work on a volume cycle with this, 10 sets of 5 on each side, 50 reps total on each side, and we're gonna see how we can walk it up. That takes us up by about a pound each time at twice a week. We're at 60 pounds. In 20 weeks, we will be topping the 100-pound mark. That's a simple idea, and I can get away with it because I've been doing heavy club swinging for over 15 years, so my technique is really good. This is something you should definitely be much more cautious with, and me going way up in weight is not a great idea for anybody unless you can already do at least 10 minutes nonstop with something like a fixed weight 30 Mace. But this is a really cool idea in order to get more weight out of the equipment you already possess. If you have a competition adjustable kettlebell, you have 20K of plates. If you have an arc handle, then you are getting the best of a heavy club and a mace. The reason we're not going to put this on an Adex mace handle is the width of these plates. Right now, we want those plates about the level of our hips. Need to have really good technique to pull this off, but what we don't want is those weights swinging down by the level of our knee. We want them closer to the midpoint of our body, to our hips. The lower those plates get, because of the width of the plate compared to a normal Adex, you could be getting awfully close to side loading your knee with a 60-pound chunk of iron. Let's assume that that is bad, and let's say that the arc is the safest way to do this idea. There are some other adjustable clubs out there on the market right now, but none of them have that super long spindle that the Adex has. So the Adex can use the proprietary weight system, and it can use these other weights. There is a little bit of play between the plates and the center spindle, but I've been doing this now for a couple of weeks. I started at about 50 pounds and started walking it up, and I haven't noticed any shifting of the plates on the arc, but I'm not pushing it into really high sets. I think that this idea is gonna go anywhere from 3 to 10 reps per hand per side. But at this point, I don't have enough information to know if it will start to back itself off because the plates do not lock in to the holes like the normal 8X plates do. So I don't know if it would walk itself off over a long set from going one direction, if the physics and the torque would eventually spin it off. I don't know, but it's a fun idea. We're chasing the 80-pound weight, and we're trying to find a way to make it economical to get there.